We found important information that the Federal Reserve is getting ready to accept XRP around the world, which is in line with the ISO 4217 standard. It's not just a guess that led to this discovery. It's written down in a formal report, which I was able to get thanks to the hard work of a dedicated independent investigator. Even though the news isn't covering it extensively, don't worry, important things are going behind the scenes. Together, Ripple and the US are working on central bank digital currencies called CBDCs. At the same time, the SEC and Congress are trying to solve problems with special drawing rights, SDRs, and liquidity. Finally, Japan's top banks are starting to use XRP for foreign payments. All of these things are happening at a very important time. Some people think that the price of XRP could skyrocket to an unbelievable $10,000 per unit. This would mean that a major financial change is about to happen. But that's only the tip of the iceberg of what's going on. Today's show is full of the newest news, which we'll talk about in detail and make sure you can see all the facts. You can find out everything you need to know about XRP on Moneyside. To become a part of our group, please click the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications before we talk about today's exciting news. Also, we're excited to tell you about a great XRP gift. It's easy to get in just 3 simple steps. Make sure you do what you say you will do. Don't forget to place a hashtag for Moneyside in the comments to collect your prize. In a moment, I'll talk about why big banks are betting that XRP's value will hit new highs. It has everything to do with the Federal Reserve's upcoming big move to adopt XRP. Let's get right to the point of this morning's subject. Find out what the world's bridge currency is by typing it into Google, or even better, by trying out something called Google Bard. XRP is the answer that everyone gives. But the name isn't the only important thing. The ISO number is what makes it unique. XRP has been given the ISO 4217 name, which makes it more than just a digital asset. It gives it a unique identity that takes it to a whole new level. Let's look into this more. Now look at the second picture. Finding Federal Reserve ISO 4217 money starts to put the puzzle together. According to ISO 4217, each currency in the world has a 3-letter code. This is a huge step forward that makes XRP a true global currency that can easily work with all ISO-compliant currencies, such as the euro, pound sterling, US dollar, yen, and others. When we go straight to the source to check, the journey becomes really interesting. When I need proof that can't be argued with, I look to the Federal Reserve's public materials, and our research team worked hard and figured out how to get around in the complicated world of digital finance. They made a groundbreaking find right from the Federal Reserve's own website. Without a doubt, the website makes it clear that every currency from the USD to the yen is identified by a 3-letter ISO 4217 code, also which cryptocurrency is in this elite group. XRP is clearly named among them. That's it. There is clear proof right in front of us. This isn't just a guess. It's a statement from the Federal Reserve, which is a well-known symbol of financial power. The website was last changed on October 24, 2023. It's interesting that this update came out just one day after the US ended its lawsuit against Ripple, and the US Congress made it clear that financial companies could use XRP in their work. This series of events is not a coincidence. We are seeing a carefully planned story of financial progress play out right in front of us. When people talk about the possibility of XRP hitting $10,000, this prediction stops being based on speculation and starts being based on the amount of transactions that are expected to happen around the world using the XRP ledger. Given that deals involving quadrillions of dollars are possible, a $10,000 value for XRP not only seems reasonable but also very cost-effective. To get a bigger picture, it's important to see that Ripple's relationships are important for more than just working together. It's about strong trust from financial institutions like Uphold, which is in a unique situation as it holds over 1 billion XRP. To give you an idea, Uphold's investment in XRP, which is worth more than $1.28 billion, is 740% bigger than its stakes in other cryptocurrencies. The banking industry needs a digital asset that can handle the huge demands of global finance, which is why they are investing so much in XRP. If banks are ready to use XRP in high-value transactions, then a price tag of $10,000 per unit is not just wishful thought, but the start of a revolutionary change in how money works. People are talking more and more about how XRP could go up to $10,000 soon. This is because it is expected to play a big role in central bank digital currencies. The Federal Reserve has given its approval to this idea, pointing out that XRP can be used anywhere in the world according to the ISO 4217 standard, and that it will be used for the first time in the US by the end of 2024. More and more proof shows how far this evolution has gone. But today's talk goes beyond price predictions to show how huge of an opportunity a deal could be in the talks between the SEC and Ripple Labs. The key to ending a long legal fight lies in this possible settlement. And if it goes through, it could cause a big rise in the value of XRP as its uses grow. These changes aren't just hints, they're happening. We are ready to share the specific papers and proofs that are approved at any time. In the past, settlement proposals were very important, especially after Judge Torres set a deadline of November 9th, 2023 for a non-litigious deal. This date put a lot of stress on everyone involved, which is why the SEC called an emergency meeting to talk about everything from institutional settlements to ending the lawsuits. The SEC then made an amazing settlement offer to Ripple Labs worth $770 million with the goal of ending the case. But Ripple showed how strong they were by turning down this offer. There has been a big change in the story around XRP. This is partly because President Joe Biden is ready to sign an order that could have a huge impact on XRP and other cryptocurrency. After this happened, Ripple Labs got a second payment offer for $20 million, which was much less than the first one. Crypto law expert John Deaton says it's likely that Ripple will agree to this lower settlement, which could mean the end of their court battle with the SEC. This order from the president is just the start of our deep look today. We're going to talk about the details of how XRP might reach the much talked about $10,000 mark. We'll also look at the recent rise in XRP's market activity, which is an amazing 10% rise in just 24 hours after President Biden's important executive order. This speeding up and raising of the stakes show that the order wants to help the Federal Reserve use XRP around the world in line with ISO 4217, a conclusion backed up by separate studies. Soon after this order, a settlement offer came up urging Ripple Labs to agree and end their court battle with the SEC for good. The suggested settlement for Ripple includes a fee of $20 million to end the lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC for good. When you consider that Ripple CEO talked about U.S. banks' interest in adopting XRP after their court battles with the SEC, this situation is truly groundbreaking. If they win the case completely, it could mean that the Federal Reserve changes how it plans to use XRP, which could lead to a lot more transactions going through the XRP ledger. Today's conversation is more than just guesswork. It looks at XRP's place in the global financial system in a way that is concrete and changes quickly. Do not forget that I am not a professional financial advisor. The information in these movies is only meant to be entertaining. Before making any financial decisions, I always tell my viewers to do their own study and talk to professionals. Thanks for listening. Do not forget to hit the follow button and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Also, make sure the alerts are on so you know right away when I post something new.